Welcome to the South Cobb Business Association podcast. Thank you for streaming. South Cobb is open for business, so let's prosper together. I'm Kerrick Butler, and today I'm joined in the studio from the Mableton City Council, Ron Davis, and also from the wonderful Mableton Improvement Coalition. We have both Ray and Nate with us. It's going to be a wonderful podcast. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and follow. So, gentlemen, thank you for being with me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Ron, let's start with you. So, before we even talk about what you're doing with Mableton, but tell me about yourself. How did you even get involved and fall in love with this community?
Actually, I moved here from California, and my wife actually is the one that got me here. I didn't think much about Austell at all at that point, but I said, okay, I'll go. She saw a house that she loved, so I said, well, she's the boss, so I'm here now. And been here for about 30 years now, and love everything about it. There's so much potential here. I've always seen it, so I'm a part. This is home.
Awesome. So what are you guys doing with Mableton City Council? I know we have an opportunity with Mableton. You guys are starting things. You guys are building. You're getting the city in order. What is something that our podcast audience should know that you're working on?
Well, we're working hard. First of all, I want to say that working with an awesome group of people, awesome Mayor Owens, and all the rest of the council, dedicated people that are trying to get the city up and running to make it work for everybody. But we're actually working right now trying to get a home, actually a building where we can operate from. As a matter of fact, when I leave here today, I'll be going to one of the sites for just to check it out to see if that's going to be adequate for us. But we've got a lot of things planned. I can't say enough. I'm really excited, enthusiastic about it, but looking forward to what's going to happen in Mableton. Really am, because like I said, there's a lot of potential here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, and we're excited to work with you as we go forward as the South Cobb Business Association as we partner together.
Thank you.
Ray, Nate, once again, thank you for being in the studio. Tell me, what is the Mableton Improvement Coalition working on right now?
Well, first of all, let me say congratulations on being named the chair of the South Cobb Business Association for 2024.
Thank you, sir.
And we're looking for some very exciting things out of the association, so congratulations. In response to your question about what Mableton Improvement Coalition is up to right now, a lot. Okay. First of all, earlier today we had a meeting with the Trust for Public Land on the development of the transformational trail that's coming along the riverline called the Chattahoochee Riverlands Trail. That's a major initiative that's going to have a profound impact on our local community. In addition to that, we're also involved with planning our third annual Taste of Mableton. That's coming up in April of 2024, and that's a tremendous avenue to bring the community together, all different aspects of our diverse community. So those are two of the main initiatives that we're working on, and obviously, things that are going on with our schools, we're intimately involved with that, and so I'll let Nate address that particular piece.
Awesome.
You did mention that we're involved in schools, and absolutely, that is one of the key initiatives of the Mableton Improvement Coalition, and that is to help develop our schools and to develop the community where engagement is kind of first nature. We had the benefit of having a lot of the principals here today to celebrate for the South Cobb Business Association. And I think if you look around and look at our community, you will see that we have some of the best principals. They're engaged. They have a lot of investment in our community, have a lot of investment in the students. And we as an organization like to put our support where it has the most value. So we've come up with a program called the Ambassador Program. And what that does is for each of the 11, I believe it's 11 schools now, we've just went through some redistricting, but I think it's 11 schools within the city limits of Mableton. For each of those schools, we have a dedicated ambassador that works directly with the schools and as a liaison with the Mableton Improvement Coalition Education Committee. And one of the things, and some of the things that they do, understand the needs and the wants of the individual schools because they're very different. At one level, it may be, say, literacy support. At another level, it may be financial support and coming up with programming. Or again, it may be just going in and assisting where volunteers are needed. And that could be, either on the outside of the building from a beautification standpoint. So we work with Keep Cobb Beautiful. And again, want to make sure that the outside as well as the inside of our schools are attractive for our students. So there are a number of things that we're involved in at that level.
Awesome. Anything before we get into the next part of this podcast? Any question that I should have asked you guys that I didn't answer that you would like to answer?
That's a good one, Pastor Butler. I would say the question is why does the Mableton Improvement Coalition do what it does? And the answer to that is, number one, we are a volunteer organization. Let me emphasize that, a volunteer organization. I've worked in the corporate world where I've run divisions of up to 125 people, and I have to say running a volunteer entity is just as challenging as well as rewarding as it is running a for-profit entity. Why do we do what we do? One simple reason. We love our community. We love our community. All 13 of our board members and our volunteers, we love our community, and that's the thing that bonds and keeps us together to promote and advocate for the redevelopment of this area. And so that's the reason why we do what we do.
Awesome. Would you guys like to add anything?
Yeah, and Ray had mentioned we love our community, and one of the most important ways that is reflected is in, as he also had mentioned, our upcoming Taste of Mableton. It's an opportunity for us to shine and focus on basically three things: food, fun, and family. So if you dedicate a day to those three items, then you will understand why we love Mableton. Because again, it's an opportunity for the family to come out in a family-friendly environment. We have participation from our school community. You have the Pebblebrook Marching Band, the Mighty Marching Machine, the South Cobb Band, and I think this year we are into a surprise. We may even have the marching band from Osborne High School. So again, it envelops the whole community. If you look at it from a food standpoint, we have most of the food trucks that you are familiar with in the Atlanta metro area that will come, and they actually will come in the morning and set up and have a very hard time maintaining a lot of inventory for the rest of the day because it is so successful. And then just the fun aspect of it. The kids are out, it's in the fresh air, they get an opportunity to run around, to play, there's a whole family fun zone. So again, it's an opportunity for the community to come together and really appreciate all of the fine elements of the city of Mableton.
Awesome. Ron?
Yes, hard to follow Nate and Ray, but I'll try. Actually, the question I would say is, where do we want to take Mableton? Actually, the answer to that is in the future. We've heard before how Mableton has been a diamond in the rough for so long, and actually that is true. We want to take this diamond in the rough and polish it and make it what it always was meant to be. Again, there's so much potential here in this area that has been, I won't say it's been overlooked, but it has not reached that potential yet. We want to take it to that place of full potential. So that's what we want to do. We want to make Mableton work for everyone, of course, but we want to make Mableton a place that, for lack of a better term, or I'll use a cliche here, that shining city on a hill. That's what we want Mableton to be for everyone, that shining city that will be an example for metropolitan areas, not only in the metro Atlanta area, but throughout the nation. So that's where we want to take it, and I'm confident we will get there.
Awesome. Before we go, Ray, can you share with me some new things that you're stepping into in 2024?
Great segue question. So in 2024, I have agreed or accepted a position to be the chair of the Cobb Chambers Area Council South Cobb. When I sat down with the council and was offered this position, initially I told them I needed time to think about it. I went back to them and said, hey, in order for me to consider this, I need your commitment on 3 things. And those three things are: 1, work with us and local partner organizations such as the South Cobb Business Association, the South Cobb Redevelopment Authority, the City of Powder Springs Economic Development, the City of Austell Economic Development, and there's probably 1 or 2 others that I've missed. But for us to come together with the support of the council and these partners to do something big economic development-wise in Mableton. I've lived here for a while now, and one of the things I've learned is that each one of us doing our thing solo is just not enough, particularly if we're going to attract major economic development. And so I'm looking forward to that. The other two things, real quick, is a establishment of an accelerator or incubator in this area. We have some tremendous young people that are moving into this area that have wonderful ideas, business ideas. They need a place to go to help develop those business ideas. And then thirdly, Trey Hutchins, working with Trey Hutchins School Board and others, we have to utilize the Partners in Education program that the Chamber sponsors, not only in this area, but throughout Cobb County and in other counties as well. And so, but we need to reactivate that Partners in Education program and make it work for our local schools here. So those are 3 things that we're going to be working on.
Awesome. Congratulations on the new role you're stepping into. And gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. It's an honor to have you in the studio with me. Everyone, make sure that you subscribe, like, and follow. Remember, South Cobb Business Association is open for business. We're going to prosper together. And make sure you join us for our luncheon on the first Wednesday of the month.